Now, there are three teams vying for two Champions League places. Chelsea and Liverpool on course to make it as it stands, with Leicester set to miss out on goal difference. That could all change, of course, on what will be a dramatic final day of the season on Sunday, which you can see live on Sky Sports. We'll cross to Anfield and to the King Power to join Vinny O'Connor and Rob Dorset shortly, and hear from Jurgen Klopp and Brendan Rodgers. But first to Stamford Bridge and Kaveh Solokol. Kaveh, good evening to you. So Chelsea in the box seat at the moment. How do you think Thomas Tuchel is handling the pressure heading into this final game of the season?
Well, look, I think he's handling it very well. We listened to him for about 45 minutes earlier today. He seemed to be very relaxed, very focused, very humble, as always. He loves talking about football, and he was in really, really good form today. And he just made the point that he felt that if his team could reproduce the kind of performance we saw on Tuesday night here against Leicester City, then they could get the job done. Yes, he says they're under a lot of pressure, but they are in pole position. They know that if they win this game on Sunday at Aston Villa or match Leicester and Liverpool's results, then they will secure Champions League football for next season.
We would be absolutely happy to reach it. This was the main target and the main focus for all of us. And having a busy schedule and making it in the FA Cup until the final and even in Champions League made it even harder. So this is what we wished for and what we worked hard for, and now it's still in our hands, and we are full of respect for our opponents. For a long time, for a long period of the game, I want to sure be in a bubble. If it's in the end, if we have results that have an influence to the amount of risk that we should take, need to take, whatever, because we are not leading or not comfortable leading or whatever, then we need to know. It's also we need to be professional. I prefer not to know, but if it's necessary, we need to know. We want to finish the job at Sunday. And like I said, we know it's going to be tough. This is what everybody loves about this game, that three teams have a chance to catch two places, and so the race is on.
So there, Thomas Tuchel, very relaxed today. And of course, compared to the other two managers, he knows that he's going to get two bites at this. Because even if the unthinkable happens and Chelsea miss out this Sunday, then of course they can still qualify for the Champions League next season by beating Manchester City in the Champions League final in Porto a week on Saturday.
It's a bit of a luxury then. OK, Kaveh, thank you very much indeed. Let's turn to Liverpool. They're fourth as it stands. They face Crystal Palace and will welcome fans back to Anfield. Let's head there and join Vinny O'Connor. So, Vinny, it's been a topsy-turvy old season, hasn't it, for Liverpool? Very different to last campaign, but still plenty riding for them on the final day for Liverpool. And with fans in, that's going to make a big difference.
Yeah, and what a run Liverpool have been on to put themselves in this position as well. 23 points from a possible 27 has put Champions League qualification, a top four finish, in their own hands as well. It's also 4 wins on the bounce since the 1-1 draws against Leeds United and Newcastle. And they're looking like important points now in the big scheme of things. As whatever happens elsewhere, if Liverpool beat Crystal Palace on Sunday, then they will qualify for next season's Champions League. And Jurgen Klopp obviously has experience of being in this kind of situation as well, going back to 2017. Liverpool again needed 3 points to guarantee a top four finish. They duly got that by beating Middlesbrough here at Anfield 3-0 on that occasion as well. So not for the first time in his career as a manager, the final game will determine whether or not it's a top finish to the season for him.
It would be great if we could do it, but it's not done yet, and it was intense, but who cares? We are here and have one game to go, and we are full of optimism, positivity, whatever you want, because we are really, it's like if we have to play that game now and we have no chance for anything anymore, then it's just intense. But so it's really exciting as well, and that's the way we see it.
As you mentioned, Aaron, Liverpool have the added bonus of welcoming 10,000 fans back to Anfield this weekend as well. It's no secret, really, that the management, the players have missed that kind of backing. The home form has reflected it as well. So Jurgen Klopp can't wait to have that support at Anfield once again, but he's also looking for another quality as well, and that could be patience.
OK, well,
I would like to use the opportunity to welcome them all. You cannot imagine how much I'm looking forward to see you all again. At least 10,000 of you. But it's really important that we, with all the excitement we feel, that we don't lose patience after a minute or something like that. If it's not going in the right direction, we need the best support possible. Very positive, very encouraging, all these kind of things, like we left each other, I don't know when, years ago, it feels like.
Former Liverpool boss Roy Hodgson will say goodbye to football management this weekend. Of course, we're still none the wiser as to whether Gini Wijnaldum will be saying goodbye and a farewell to Anfield as well. The indications are, given he hasn't signed a new contract and his contract is up this summer, that it could well be his final game for Liverpool. But Jurgen Klopp says that will be determined at the end of the season. What we do know is that kitman Graham Carter will be saying his farewells. He's retiring. Jurgen Klopp described him as the best kitman in the business, and we wish Graham all the best in his retirement as well.
Yeah, we certainly do. OK, Vinny, thank you very much indeed. Now, a win may not be enough for Leicester against Spurs. They need Liverpool or Chelsea to drop points. Let's cross to Rob Dorset at the King Power Stadium. Rob, Leicester, I mean, they were up at the top for so long, weren't they, all season? So how much disappointment do you think there will be if they miss out for a second season in a row?
Well, Brendan Rodgers did admit today in his news conference that it would be a huge disappointment if Leicester didn't make the Champions League places. 242 days they've spent in the top four. The entire season, all 37 games. No other club in the Premier League has done that. But that defeat on Tuesday night at Stamford Bridge has cost them. They're currently fifth, which is exactly where they finished last season. And you're right, they capitulated last season, 14 points from the last 14 games. Rodgers says this is very different this season. He's seen a huge improvement in the squad, in the level of performances, and despite a number of key injuries to key players that had dogged them throughout the whole season, he points to the fact that they made 62 points in total last year. They're already on 66 now, with the potential, with a victory over Spurs here on Sunday, to make that 69. So as far as he's concerned, huge improvements. And he also pointed out that even if Leicester miss out on Sunday, it's been a hugely successful season for them. They've already won the FA Cup for the first time in their history. They're guaranteed European football next season, be that the Europa League or the Champions League. But make no mistake, he said, it would be a huge disappointment if they don't make it. He said the players are hungry, they want to end the season on a high, they want to beat Spurs just to put some pressure on Chelsea and Liverpool and make sure they get results as well. Here's what he had to say earlier on.
We arrive on 69 points at the end of the season and somehow don't make it to the Champions League, then it has been really, really misfortunate. So our focus is on finish the season strong. As you said, players have had an outstanding season. We're fighting with two of Europe's biggest clubs to be in the Champions League. So yeah, European football again next season, which is a target. FA Cup for the first time in the history of the football club. And when I asked myself the question, have we improved? Then we most certainly have. And let's hope we can finish the season off with a win at the weekend.
Brendan Rodgers also confirmed that Johnny Evans will miss this game, as we expected, with that continuing heel problem. But he says the rest of the squad are up for it. He says they're still on a high from winning the FA Cup, and he believes that can take them a long way and give them some momentum to try and get a victory on this final day against Spurs. He also said, I ought to point out, that he will have his staff on the touchline monitoring events at Chelsea and Liverpool, just in case they need to adjust their tactics depending on what's happening there. They'll be monitoring it. We will too, won't we? What an incredible final day it could be with Chelsea, Leicester and Liverpool. Any 2 from 3 will make the Champions League places. It's going to be a heck of a finale.
Yeah, you said it, Rob. Thank you very much indeed.